All right,
Copy.
so we're meeting here today with a farmer who does improv.
You kind of look like Captain America if instead of the super soldier serum, they gave him just one protein shake.
Anyway, moving on. I'm technically a founder.
Why'd you say it like that?
Well, okay, so tech founders, right? When you think of tech, you think of like software, right?
No.
Well, at least I do.
It's like some of what I think about.
But yeah, I don't do anything. Like I don't even know how to code. So
Okay. Well,
I just make USB chargers. So I have a full-time job, which is nice because I make money, but I don't have the time to go to Berkeley.
what's
so
your
if I
full-time
quit-
job?
I'm an aircraft mechanic.
Okay, and then you also are a founder of a company.
Yeah, it's called Fly Breezy LLC.
It's called what?
Fly Breezy
Fly Breezy?
LLC.
That sounds like your rap name.
So you're a founder of a business that sells USB chargers.
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
And
makes
do you
USB
make
chargers?
them or sell them?
I make them.
And by make them, do you mean you order them from AliExpress and white label them?
Nope. I assemble them. Some of my parts are like my own proprietary design. And then I have all the parts
That
come in.
sounds
and
like
I
a
assemble them.
terrifying thing to use on my phone. This one guy's proprietary.
Proprietary
USB
formula.
What's special about your USB chargers?
They're wind powered. And they're meant to be mounted on aircraft.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
So the only way to charge your phone is you have to mount this on the wing of an aircraft?
Correct.
My phone is dying. I'm at 7%.
Yep.
How far do I need to fly to get me to 30?
Probably like 20 minutes. Depends on like it depends on like the size of your battery, right? But with like a GoPro camera, I got like 29% in 20 minutes.
What do you
something
mean
like that.
it's supposed to be mounted on the side of a plane?
So I think a GoPro camera is probably like the use case. So if you're flying a small aircraft and you want to connect equipment to it that needs to be powered
Exactly.
through USB, this allows you to get clean energy as you fly instead of bringing battery packs. That's kind of incredible. That's a very cool actual.
I was like
engineering
waiting for someone
product.
to piece it together.
Okay, I
Ooh.
love this. This is
Cool.
an actual inventor.
Yeah.
This is an actual founder. We've never had a useful person on this podcast
Wow,
before.
this is neat. Wow. Cool, man.
I don't know how to roast you. I'm extremely impressed with this.
Try.
Check that out.
He built a tool.
Okay, this part could look better. That's kind of embarrassing. I wouldn't plug anything into that, but that's really cool. So this
I'm
is
glad you like it.
this is completely clean energy, right?
Yeah, I mean, air is clean, right? Yeah. I mean, who knows? Like,
Air is not.
if
clean,
you
but-
consider like where the parts come from, there's a couple parts in there that come from China. So like, who knows what kind of energy they need to make that?
Oh, he
Again, he
hates.
keeps bringing
up
He
the
hates the
Asian
Chinese
world.
people.
Yeah, that's why he doesn't like. He looks at Jesse with a hatred.
There's
eye.
disdain coming towards me.
See, we don't.
Let me see it. How do you make this?
He took a wood shop
Do you
class.
use CAD?
Do you? do
I'm
you?
actually not smart enough to use CAD, so I kind of just like drew it on paper and had someone that knows how to do CAD make it up for me.
Do you fly small aircraft?
Yeah. Yeah.
How did you actually put it together, though? Walk us through how you made this.
So like when I assemble them, I'll do like a batch of 50. That's the size of the last batch I did was 50. That's the first batch that I literally did.
How much does this cost?
On the website, it's $149.99. I sold them at Sun and Fun last week for $120 just to like, get
Is
some-
anybody else doing this?
Not that I know of. So here's the thing though. Wind turbines, they've been around forever. Airplanes, like if you're flying a Boeing 767 or something, you have a backup module called a ram air turbine. Pops out the bottom of the aircraft. It literally looks like a tiny propeller. So this technology has been around forever.
Oh,
but it's the
I think-
application
yeah.
that's different.
I
So-
think I understand though why this is dumb. Maybe.
Okay.
Does this negatively affect the aerodynamics of the plane, thus requiring more energy for the plane to fly?
Yeah, I mean, if you
Okay.
stick your hand out the window, and you're driving on the highway, even that's enough.
So
Well,
your
that's-
clean energy
that's-
costs more fuel.
That's not necessarily true, Stephen,
like a
because
small amount.
because I've become very efficient with my hand
Yeah.
So what we have
when
here
I stick
is
my hand out the window.
You
is
got to
a
go with the
gas-
flow.
Is a jet fuel powered USB charger
Yeah, there you go. So you're burning fossil fuels to charge your phone either way, right?
because essentially you're making the plane less aerodynamic, using more fuel, And I wonder how much more fuel it uses.
Right. Have you calculated that?
No.
Oh, Jesus.
So wait, hold on.
You're
Not
a fool,
Not
sir.
even- not even.
Let's think about this. So, say my iPhone's at 50%, or say it's at 90%.
Yeah, go wild.
Yeah, my iPhone's at 90%. I plug it into this. This is on the plane the entire flight. So now my iPhone gets 10% more charge, but now the plane uses like gallons more jet fuel of not charging.
Is that
anything.
possible? Like, as a mechanic, you might know more than we do, hopefully, about aerodynamics. How do you say it in English?
Yeah, aerodynamics.
Aerodynamics?
Drag.
So is that, how likely is it that the extra fuel is a lot?
It isn't. It's negligible. Not enough for you to notice.
But does it affect the trajectory of the plane? Like, could I fly to LA and end up in New York because you're a stupid little guy?
Does it
I mean,
make
like,
the
if
plane
you close your eyes,
go
and fly
left?
blind and like pray to God that the autopilot works, then even if you're on autopilot, the autopilot's going to correct the course.
And
You'd
you
have to like really try to like screw up. With
You
something
say
like
it's
this.
negligible because I wouldn't notice, but I mean, at least you could give us like an answer to whether or not it's negligible.
It's all
given
about
the.
cross-sectional surface area. If you're looking at a plane
Ooh.
straight on,
I suddenly want to go home with you. Can you say that again?
cross-sectional. Wait, what did I say? Cross-sectional parasitic drag.
It doesn't hit the
Whatever I
same.
said.
It's too late.
Surface
ask
area.
Cloud?
I said cross-sectional surface area.
Oof.
So it just rolls off the tongue, right? That is what matters. Like if you look at the plane dead on,
That's what really matters.
if you look at the
This is
plane
your
dead
political
on,
platform.
the
Okay.
actual size of the plane facing you, like the area, that's where all your drag comes from for the most part. So like if you put larger tires on your plane, which most people do, that's going to have a lot more cross-sectional surface area than that. And one other thing to note is if you look straight through that thing, it's hollow. So a lot of the air flows through it. Now, there is some drag coming off the rotor there, but the real source of the drag is actually where the USB ports are. Pretty
Yeah.
small size. So there's like
That's a
lots
pretty
of mods.
huge USB port, though.
They're pretty big. Well,
Relatively
yeah, it's a double.
speaking, this is like a little embarrassing.
It's a Type A and a Type C, so it takes up a lot of space.
Do you think that the season 1, episode 1 of the hit TV show Lost could be filmed with this and a family of termites?
Possibly.
Can we?
Are they supposed to like eat that, or are they supposed to use that as like a weapon?
Brandon,
No,
can I-
'cause they
can
get
I please
sucked
have
into the,
a USB-C to lighting.
Yeah, let's put this technology to the test.
I'm gonna run around and go wee and
Oh,
see
yeah,
if I
but-
can charge my phone a little bit.
You gotta go like. If you wanted to get like full power output, you gotta go 65 miles an hour.
Then you better
Watch
hand it
me.
over to me, dude.
Well,
Or you have to be really, really good at blowing air.
Well, it looks like you haven't seen Nikita go wee.
So if you jumped out the window and just held it directly facing down, I get it.
Yeah, you go fast enough for that.
Yeah.
So you stand up straight. I mean, like.
Would I get
that'd be-
enough charge to call my loved ones and say good? Hello? I love you.
Maybe if the three of you got together and blew
Any
on
charge
it,
or no?
then it would charge.
It charged fully.
Whoa.
It is at 111%. I've never seen this
Holy shit,
before.
Free energy.
But that happens every time when you plug it into that.
How many of these guys have you sold
15 so far.
in your lifetime?
Yeah, 15.
Okay.
And how much have you invested?
Probably like 30 grand so far, maybe a little bit more
Whoa.
into the company.
So this is a very cool idea, I think. Let's talk about the probably extremely dumb business model that accompanies it.
Yeah, I
Because
wouldn't
you
even call it a
strike me as
business
the
model.
you strike me as the kind of guy that is good at this and then bad at everything else.
You hit the nail on the head with that one.
There's
I have
something
no
very-
idea what I'm doing.
There's
for
something very
marketing.
old timey about you. How old are you?
Yeah,
30.
he's so lovable. Like
yeah.
like he's an actual like
You're really anachronistic. You're not of this time and place, from my
like
perspective.
you're like
You're not the first person to tell me that.
yeah.
it's like
Maybe a little bit old soul.
those like wholesome World War II movies
Yeah.
where there is like this like fun mechanic guy at
Yes.
the
Yes,
at the
yes,
base.
yes.
Like
Yeah.
he's that, and then he dies tragically. He dies a
Yeah.
hero.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
At
like
least I'm a hero.
he's friends with the protagonist, and he always tells the protagonist, he's like, "I got an invention that's gonna change the world when I get back.
And then
It's gonna change the world."
And then in one scene, we learn about his like his girl back at home because like we see that he has like a pendant or something, or like there's in his locker there's
Like
and,
a ton of notes.
and we get a little bit of an insight into his personal life, and that's how we know he's about to die in the movie because like
Because they show the
Yeah,
Things
'cause
just
they
get
tell us
just
a little
personal
bit-
enough for
Yeah.
you to like me, and then just like Leonardo DiCaprio from The Departed, right? Like he just gets shot in the head. Like nobody was expecting that. I hope I didn't ruin the movie for you.
Do you carry like a timepiece in your pocket, like to check, like?
Yeah, do you have like
No, but I'm getting close to doing that.
Do you have your
I
wife
just
in a
hate
locket?
technology. No, I don't have a wife. If I had a locket though, if I had a locket though, I would
why
definitely
did
put
you say
someone
so
in there.
suspicious style? He was like, no, I don't have a wife.
What do you think this is? So,
Wait, how old are you?
well, yeah,
I never
30.
had a wife.
30?
Yeah.
Okay, let's pause and talk about this before we resume with the company. Like, do you know this about you?
Yeah, because I kind of like tend to lean away from technology.
Well,
My airplane is like from 1948.
but that doesn't
Wait, really?
that doesn't
Yeah.
explain
Whoa,
that doesn't
whoa.
explain the entire like persona.
It
Like,
Yes, it
doesn't,
does.
It doesn't. But however, it does mean that he has a name for it.
What are you talking about? He
What is-
obviously flew here through a time warp from World War II. He got lost at sea and he flew his 1948 plane.
yeah, you seem like a fighter pilot from World War II
Who got lost in the Bermuda
got lost
Triangle and then like
and just showed up.
landed
I'm
in
totally going
2024.
along with this. Like,
Can I put this on a car?
Yep. 65 miles an hour, full power though. So you gotta be on the highway for it to get like functional. Unless you have something that doesn't take a lot of power, like GoPro cameras only need 5 watts, so you can do like 50, 55.
So how come you know about us?
Just follow the page.
Why?
I'm a fan. You guys are pretty funny.
But you lean
I
away.
haven't gone to the show yet though. It's on my list of things to do.
You lean away from technology though. What brought you to the show?
It's like a love-hate relationship, you know. Like Ted Kaczynski, he's a bad guy, but he's kind of like onto something with some of his thoughts.
What who'd you say? Alex Jones?
Ted Kaczynski.
I think he said Mussolini.
Got it.
Hitler.
Yeah, you know. And then come to like kind of awkward. Well, not awkward, but like off topic. Like the building I took my class in. I took a one-off class at Berkeley.
Was
it was
it
in
bombed?
Corey Hall.
The building.
It was it was the only building bombed by him twice. So he bombed Corey Hall twice.
Who?
Ted Kaczynski.
What did he do again?
He was the Unabomber.
Oh.
And then I'm like looking up Corey Hall when I was going to Berkeley just out of curiosity. And then like somewhere in the history, or it said like Ted Kaczynski. I'm like, what does this have to do
Was
with
it
him?
Unibomber because he bombed universities?
Oh, maybe. I never even like put 2 and 2 together.
don't know
but
why
that
it
might
was
be
Unibomber.
why.
I thought it was because he always used one bomb.
Wait. What did
very
what was
good
this thing
question.
again? Someone recap that for me.
I thought it was because he loved sea urchin as a delicacy when he went to sushi restaurants.
So, tell us how you survived Pearl Harbor. How was it?
Oh, it was awful, man. You know, just got bombed. Gotta like swim to safety.
So
Lots of
what-
like Japanese
Can-
bombers
can I-
flying overhead.
Can I make a guess?
Can
So-
I have to mention their ethnicity?
Can I make a guess here? So, how many relationships have you been in?
2.
Does the
Uh-huh.
plane count? Is the plane one of those?
Question.
Okay, 3.
Question. Are both of them Asian,
No.
or one of them Asian?
I dated an Asian chick.
I
just
know.
Once,
I know.
but
Yeah, that
wasn't
that's
really a relationship.
what?
Just
Just,
because
like,
she was
went on 2
Asian, you
dates.
didn't want to like make things.
She was like really weird, clingy. It didn't work.
They tend to be that way, huh? Just one of their
I mean, she
many.
did.
Just one of their
She
many.
was.
Hey, are we
It was rough.
generalizing across ethnicities or genders right now, or both?
I'm trying to. Yeah, I don't know.
What is clingy for you? Like you would fly away and she would be like, "Are you coming back?"
No, it's more like she wanted to talk to me while I was at work all the time. I was like, look, I'm at work. And to
All the
me-
time.
Yeah, I just didn't, you know,
How
At
much
work.
were you at work all the time?
5 days a week.
How long?
9 to 5.
Yeah, well, no, back then I was working graveyard shift. I work 2 p.m. to 10:30 now.
Even him saying the graveyard shift makes
It's an
sense.
old-timey
He's like,
thing.
and I work the graveyard shift.
You worked 2 p.m. to 10:30.
now I do. That's what I do now.
What did you work?
Graveyard was what was it? 10 p.m. to 6:30 a.m.
Really?
Yeah,
So
sucks
she was
balls.
talking to you during the graveyard shift.
Yeah, I was like,
That's a
dude,
big no.
leave me alone.
Yeah. Why would she talk to you during the graveyard shift?
She was like boring and had nothing to do, and she was like, "Oh, you don't want to talk to me?"
What's the name of your plane?
That's a Luscombe.
It's what?
It's a Luscombe.
No, that's the company, right?
Yeah, and then the,
I'm asking what you named it.
Oh, what did I name it?
You got a
Lussie.
name for it.
Lussie.
Lassie.
That's what my friends called it. I just went along with it.
So we just glossed over the fact that you said you believe the Unabomber had a lot of great ideas.
Yeah.
Kind of. Now, I don't want to go too deep into that
Did you read
because
his-
I want to develop opinions here.
Did you read his manifesto?
No, never did.
Well, I'm curious what like parts of him you agree with.
Well, like,
Was it the
okay,
bombing?
No, God, no. The technology, his fear of technology, or his predictions that technology would start like ruling our lives and taking part of things, and just like how technology could get too far. You know, like look at all the bots online. You type in a comment section, you don't even know if you're talking to a human or not.
Look at the bots.
The way you said bots was silly. Come on, look at the bots.
Look at your
bots. But
It's the bots.
It's true.
Look at those
though.
bots.
If you think about it, you don't know if you're talking to a real human or not. They could be like, "Oh," and then they
I
just
don't
get
know
in an
whether
argument
I'm
with
talking
them.
to a real human or not right now.
Right,
You know when
'cause-
people say the boys? Like people say
Yeah.
the boys
He's
are
one of them
yeah.
for sure.
For sure.
He is like
I do
the
say that.
he's
For
the
sure. You
poster
got me.
child for the boys.
Yes. I
I
bet
can see
you
that.
and your friend group of boys, when you were very young, I bet a lot of times you were muddy, covered in mud,
Yeah,
just mucking about.
we were like outside a lot.
Are
We
you
go
a
for
ta-
like hikes with the boys.
Are you a townie?
Dang, you guys are nailing me right now.
Are you?
Dude,
Yeah.
you
I
are
wasn't
so
counting.
you are so this thing. And
Like-
Yeah, I'm getting pinned here.
so
you guys got
hard,
me all figured
so
out.
hardly
There's
do
no
we
more
do we
secrets.
talk to people
like,
like
did you
this.
stay in your hometown your whole life?
Until I was 27. I actually moved out of that town when I got the job here.
Which rural town are you from?
Danbury. I wouldn't call it rural.
Wait, Connecticut?
Yeah, Connecticut.
Is it
Oh, really?
fictional?
Yeah. Why? Are you from Connecticut?
Yeah.
Where?
Oh wait, you probably know my cousin Chris Kenny.
I do know that. I do know that. Chris
That
Kenny?
thing
He's
is
the same.
famous.
He was the
Denver.
same
He was one of the boys.
class as us, 2011.
Yeah.
One
He's
of the
friends
boys.
with all the kids that played football. I didn't play football, but he's friends with like the same
That's
friend
so
group.
funny.
That's hilarious. Chris
Was
Kenny.
he an asshole?
I didn't really
What
know him
the
that well.
fuck?
He was like
Sounds like a
friends with
yes.
them.
Sounds like a yes to me.
Yeah.
Did your dad coach little league?
No.
Uh-huh.
He was like a lumberjack.
Yeah, he was.
He was.
Yeah,
But I'm
he
not
was.
making that up. But like the proper term is he was a logger. But it's
Holy
easier just to
shit.
call him a lumberjack.
This is like an honest to God human being.
Yeah, no, totally. It's super weird. So this is very atypical for us because usually
Really?
the people who sit in your spot, they are like humanoid like creatures
Like
that
Zuckerberg people?
emerged straight from just the tech sphere, and
Lizards?
you are such a lock key child. What's that called? Lock key.
Y-
Fucking
it's
key.
like you crash landed your plane in tech by accident.
Yeah.
You're such an outsider, and it's a very different vibe, and it is much more believable. Like it's much more trustworthy.
Yeah, like
Are you-
how much do you like a warm summer breeze? Do you have a lot of fond memories with them?
A warm summer breeze. I mean, who doesn't like that? During
Right.
the day, right?
Yep.
Okay.
copy
I
that.
bet you frequently drink something and then just go.
I know everything about him now.
Yeah, you guys are like too accurate with this shit.
I know everything about him now because he's from Connecticut. He's the kind of kids that would like go like ATVing and stuff.
What the fuck, man? You
And
guys, he's hitting the nail on the head.
you go to Candlewood Lake in
Oh my-
Danbury. And
Ride around on the ice during the winter.
yep. And like you and your friends would like go off roading probably.
Yep.
If you if you ever
And-
saw a tree, would something you wouldn't have to do it, but would some piece of you feel so inclined to climb it?
I did that a lot when I was a kid.
Yes, you did.
I did feel the need to climb things.
Your
Yes,
dad
you
probably
did.
hunted, but you may or may not have hunted. Is that true?
All right, this is getting a little crazy how accurate you are. You're hitting every single nail on the head very accurately, like one after another.
And Danbury's called Danbury's called the Hat City.
Yeah, yep. Home of the Hatters.
Wait,
Home of the Hatters.
Why? Why is it called the Hat City?
I don't know. I
The
think they
Hatters,
used to, like,
that's our
make
mascot.
hats there.
Yeah,
It's because
Danbury
there's a lot of
Hatters.
hats.
Yeah, we literally had like hat factories up until
And the hats-
early 1900s.
Are they hard or are they
It was like the hat
of the
capital
soft
of the world.
variety?
It could be like whatever you want. Fedoras for like milady type people, or like cowboy hats. They made like any kind of hat in the world.
No way is the hat capital of the world.
It used to be. Swear to
Wait.
God.
Not London.
When did it get usurped?
Danbury, Connecticut. Huh?
When did it get usurped?
When did it get me served?
No, usurped.
Well, you think just because I don't look the same as you, I can't talk your language?
I don't know what that means. Usurped. What does that mean?
Overthrown.
Oh, in the early 1900s. That's when they stopped. Like they ceased production.
Okay.
I think it was just
Of
like
hats?
everything got
That's
outsourced.
what I'm trying to figure out.
Everything got outsourced after that.
Uh-huh.
And then like by the time World War II came around, I think like all the hat factories shut down. And then now they're all just like empty
almost said
warehouses. Now they're like kind of
factories.
getting gentrified now, like in
It's kinda-
Massachusetts.
He almost said factories, which is kind of a cool
Yeah.
word. Hey, come down to the factory.
They're getting gentrified now, though. They haven't gotten to Danbury. The Danbury's like the last place where it's gonna happen, but it happened a lot in like Massachusetts. They're just like turning old factories into like wicked overexpensive or overpriced freaking apartments and stuff like that. It's gonna happen in Danbury one of these days.
Do you
Fingers crossed.
and you want kids?
Yeah.
And when you have them and they're running around, scampering around
7 of them.
in your backyard, do you imagine that as you were flipping the burger patties, you'd feel a great sense of pride for those burgers and how they're going to end up?
100%.
These are gonna
Like
be
they have to
some
be cooked
good
to
burgers.
the T.
Right.
Just a little bit of pink in the middle.
Right.
Not too much.
How'd you find your way coming from Danbury, Connecticut to San Francisco?
Just for work. It was honestly just for work. I got promoted, and then I was actually
What's your job again?
I'm an aircraft mechanic.
Oh, that's right. So they sent you here.
Yeah.
But when you see like a friendly dog, do you call it Bud?
Actually, I usually call him Puppy, but Bud would work. I love dogs. I'm such a dog guy.
You call dogs puppy, very creative.
Yeah.
And you call your
I can see
your
like the most
Luscombe plan
vicious looking
Lusky.
pit bull that's like mauled 8 children. I'll still call it Puppy.
Aw. So,
Just like dogs.
do you work for the military?
Yeah, like when
nope.
you were a child, did you have a bucket and you had little tiny little frogs in it you'd collect in the summer?
I did it with one frog, not multiple frogs. But I did have a
Monogamous.
bucket. I would like try to feed them random food and they wouldn't eat it, and then like they looked sick, so I just like let them go. But that did happen.
Yeah.
So you guys are still like pretty accurate. You're
Yes.
still hitting the nails.
The number of frogs is
I
off.
know, I was
but-
off by the number of frogs.
Yep.
So can we ask him about the business model? Because he's going to try to sell these, and the way he's going to do it
He's
is
gonna
by
change the world.
going to like the farmers market, which is the only place where they sell things in Dingleberry Town.
Danbury.
Totally. Doesn't he seem like a door-to-door USB aircraft charger salesman? Like he would.
That's his idea of selling things, right? Yeah.
The farmer's market's the
Yeah,
only
door to
market he
door.
knows.
Just knock on every door. Wait for someone to buy one. That's how I sold all 15 of them.
Dingleberryville.
I knocked on 1,000 doors. 15 people bought them.
I just want to clarify. I don't mean it in a bad sense.
Oh, you
I
just
think
thought
it's
it was the name.
fantastic. No. It was a joke, but not to
Yeah.
diminish the town. Just it's so wholesome.
Dingleberry.
It's so wholesome that it's a small town and a person that does work with their hands and made something that's an actual thing
I
you
know.
can touch.
It's crazy.
The idea of making a thing that you can touch, this is not an NFT, this is not on the blockchain, this is not a B2B service that's subscription based. This is something I can
It's an invention. Why'd you
very-
lick it?
It's very
can.
it's un-San Francisconian.
it's
Stop, don't lick it. You're not supposed to lick it.
it's
No,
real.
It's real.
It's a real thing, and he made
It's
it,
the real McCoy.
and he didn't make it by sending a digital by sending a PDF somewhere and having someone put it together. He used those cartoon hands to make it.
Wow. He's like the astronaut farmer.
Yeah,
Same vibe.
I'm a bit of a Matt Damon. Yeah. Not really. Not at all, actually. But I would definitely farm. I would definitely farm on an astronaut. On a
I
planet
think
if
I think
was.
this is really
I
exciting.
can't get over the fact that you know my cousin Chris.
Yeah.
How-
That's hilarious.
How do you sell this?
So we debuted last week, and I literally just had a booth at Sun and Fun, and
At
they
what?
put us. It was like a booth, like a 10 by 10 booth.
No, I know what a booth is. I don't know the other thing you said.
Oh, Sun and Fun. It's the name of the air show.
Sun and fun.
Yeah. Yep. It's an air show that
Sounds
they do every
sounds like a Chinese restaurant.
year. It kind of does
You're
actually.
triggering him right now.
Here we go with the Asian stuff. That wasn't even me that initiated that.
The Asian
Dude, saying the Asian stuff is crazy.
Is that what you call Asian people when you meet them?
Yeah, the stuff.
Asians?
Asian stuff?
No, I gotta refrain from that. I couldn't then because then they're gonna think I'm racist, right?
He calls them the clingers.
Yeah. No, but in Sun and Fun, I had a booth, which is like a table, and then I would wait for people to come up and ask what it was.
A booth?
Because you just place this thing on the table, and people would be like, "The fuck is that thing?"
I'd give them like 20 seconds to try and figure out what it is. The first thing everyone does is they like go up to it and spin it with their fingers. They're like, "Whoa, what's this?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Can you figure it out? Can you figure it out? Like the pressure's on. Figure it out."
Mm.
And then after like them messing with it, half the time they could figure it out because they're all like pilots or work in aviation. And then the other half, I'd just be like, "Yeah, it's a wind-powered USB charger."
And is this
Sun and Fun.
yeah,
Yeah.
where is that?
It's in Florida.
Not the hat capital of the world.
No.
Because if I saw this in the hat capital of the world, I would assume that this is some sort of a
spinning
hat
hat?
extension. I would assume that this is something you secure to your hat and it makes you go fast.
Would you have like one on top or two on each side?
Two on each side is
There you
too
go.
fast. It's
So
like it's not street safe.
Have you considered selling these? I feel like a good way. You know how sometimes when you're driving down a narrow country road and you see a sign that says "fresh eggs for sale," couldn't you do the same but with newly minted wind turbine USB chargers? It's just like, come on in, we've got some newly minted wind turbine USB chargers.
I would totally do that, but then they have to travel like to wherever bumfuck it is and buy them.
You don't. You grew up there. You can just do it.
Wow. So there's not that many applications here. It's GoPro in a plane,
No, I don't know. That's true.
Android in a Formula One racer.
It's definitely a niche thing, but no one's made them before. And the biggest driving factor that made me want to make them is people complain, primarily pilots, complain that their GoPro's always freaking dying whenever they go flying. You know, like a GoPro battery only lasts like a half hour.
Wait,
If you
so
have
why
the-
don't they bring an external power source like we have here?
Because then it just adds more shit that you got to Velcro to the bottom of your plane or whatever. and
But
then you
isn't
still
that
gotta-
something you have to staple to your plane forever?
No, there's different ways you can mount it. Like there's companies out there called Flight Flicks. They make mounts that go to GoPro cameras, and that's designed
It's
to.
a standardized mount.
Yeah.
So it's the exact same mount you're already using for the GoPro, so you know you have it on the plane, so you mount both.
yeah, it's quarter by 20.
It's a very good idea. Like you could also use it on boats. Like there's no reason. you
No,
couldn't
what
use it on
boat's
a
going
boat, right?
65 miles an hour?
It's gotta be a fast boat.
Yeah, there's fast boats out there.
Yeah, but you're not going 65 miles an hour. For
I mean,
long.
you maybe you could use a few, store it, like put it into a battery, but you can get some power like on anything that moves,
Most
right?
boats are
Yeah,
going like
it'll give you like
30
low
max.
output. It'll give you low output at around 45 miles an hour.
What if I harness this to the forehead of a cheetah and then wanted to charge my iPhone? Do you think it would be very effective or no?
Just duct tape it to a cheetah.
Or the
honestly,
skull of a cougar.
Just do it. Yeah, try it. If anything below 45, it's kind of useless. But after 45, you get like low current charging. 50, 55 miles an hour, it can get away with like charging a GoPro.
So would it fuck up a car if I put a like this on the roof?
Nope. You know, if you have like a snowboard rack or something, then that's like just an easier place to mount it to. Just gives you more options to mount it. You put like 13 of them on top.
So
Charge
how
like
many of
13
these to power an electric vehicle? Let's get serious.
Okay, so
Oh,
are you going downhill? Are you like
I am
harnessing-
going downhill, but let's talk about this.
Well, besides like the regenerative braking, you could mount 50 of them, I guess. As many as you could fit on top of the car, right?
Would
Then
it
go
be enough though?
downhill, go more than 65 miles an hour, charge your batteries. But as soon as you've hit the throttle pedal, now you're just like,
Can you link them
Yeah.
together somehow?
oh, like daisy chain them? Yeah, you could. You have to like take it apart and solder some wires. But you can link them together.
Because right now it wouldn't be able to like cumulatively use the energy.
I could probably use it on a
Of
roller
multiple
coaster.
ones.
If I like if my phone is dead and I'm at Six Flags and I need to call mom
Six
to
Flags,
pick me up.
6%. Okay.
When was the last first date you went on?
A year ago.
A year ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
Was the last first date you've been on?
Yep.
So
Wha-
you're asexual.
Why so long?
The charger. I've been putting all my
You've
time
been putting.
into that.
It made it sound like you fuck this thing for a year straight
Does kind of
because it's.
sound like you're.
I mean, you can get creative with it. You
Okay.
can figure something out.
Talk to me about that first date. What happened? What'd you guys do?
That was the chick that was clingy.
Ah,
Oh, so then you vowed to not date again.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just 2 dates.
It does
That's all
make you
took.
significantly less likable when you say the chick that was clinging. Just so you know, like you're a very likable guy, but then you say that.
But he doesn't know that type of new age thought hasn't reached Dingville.
Right.
Dingleberry. That's funny because like everyone that's never been to Danbury, that's like the first thing to default to is calling it like Dingleberry.
It is.
Yeah.
I thought it was original.
So
Yeah.
it's truly unfunny.
Shit.
Hack.
Why? Because why would somebody make the connection of Danville to Dingleberry? It doesn't even sound the
Danbury.
same. Danbury?
Danbury. Dingleberry.
Oh, I see. There's more of a connection. Yeah.
Mm.
Okay, so you dated a clingy Chinese for 2 dates, and then you have not spoken
And what was her name? Fun and Son?
Son, son and fun.
and then
Yeah.
and then you.
Soon
Do you have
and
any
fun.
plans to date, or like do you miss having a
Yeah,
romantic
I
element?
get
in your-
ghosted all the time on Tinder.
You do?
Yeah, all the time.
Why do you get ghosted? Is because they believe you're a ghost from the 1800s?
Let's go.
Maybe.
I
Is
feel
your
bad now.
ghost
I feel
vibe-
bad. I feel bad.
Is your bio looking for a chick who's not clingy? Is that
My bio is pretty niche. It's pretty niche.
May I see it?
Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's see, pull up here.
couldn't
Hi,
you?
my name is Steve. I'm a 200-year-old ghost.
Is your name Steve?
It is. Steven with a PH, but I just go by Steve.
Whoa.
Is that how do I get to that? Oh, there it is. There you go.
How do I get this new fangled?
I got this gosh darn technology to work.
Oh, wow.
Do you ever use Farmers
He
Only?
looks desirable here. Well, I'll
No.
scroll through it, and then I'll show
No.
you the best.
Jesse, couldn't you peg him as a Farmers Only kind
Of
of
course.
guy?
Yeah, of course. You have the face of. You look like Mark Zuckerberg.
Oh, he does.
You
Do
like,
I look like a lizard?
dude. You look
You
like
have the same
Zuck.
head
You have the
shape
same
as
head
Zuck.
shape as Zuck.
Oh no.
I'll screen record. Do you mind if I screen record just in case we want to like sync it with the?
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
think you'll find that's not an iPhone.
How do you start a screen record on this shit
Impossible.
phone?
He doesn't know.
You-
Obviously,
you truly have no idea.
how
Wrong
would
guy.
he know?
I don't. It's an Android. I have no
Well, we have to
idea.
go back and post.
He knows how to get a message on this phone, but not how to send one.
No, truly, I can't even take it. This is such a fuck. Okay, so I'm just gonna read his bio.
It's
for you guys
also
to
like a
comment on.
6-year-old phone.
Okay, so he just has a block of text as his bio, but he does say he's looking for a long-term partner. He goes,
Wait, like a partner or a partner?
No, I'm too north for that.
some significant facts about me.
Does it say some significant facts about me?
Wait, why is that crazy? That's
Wow,
like,
it's like a system spec.
oh, okay, yeah. Okay,
It's like a book report on your person.
right. Costco membership card holder can cook minute rice in 58 seconds. Dude, are you really using a hack joke from the internet as your second line?
Absolutely, yes.
Oh, okay. We should have known this. How did we not say this in our litany of things about this guy that we pegged? How did we not peg this? Forklift certified. How did we miss forklift certified?
that's
How the
obvious.
fuck did we miss
That's crazy.
forklift certified?
Actually, Ankur is forklift certified.
Is he?
No. He just makes autonomous forklifts. He's never touched one.
Looking for someone to build an underground bunker within the desert. The Federal Reserve is a privately owned bank, and JFK was assassinated because he tried taking it down. I have a garden at
True.
work.
I think that's the line that probably loses a lot.
I also
the
make
weird conspiracy
I
line.
also make make air-powered USB chargers and sell them on flybreezy.com.
The
You-
JFK line is
Shameless
definitely
plug.
what gets the ghosts.
oh, you also say COVID vaccine unvaccinated.
Yeah, I'm vaccinated. Is that a reason why I would get ghosted?
Yep.
Should I just like delete it?
It is weird to like tout it.
Wait, is that like a
I
stance?
feel like it's kind of a flex now in 2024.
Is that a stance you're taking? Is that a political statement? Do you not believe in doctors?
No, I definitely believe in doctors.
And he also believes in Donald. Dr. Trump.
Are you a patient of Dr. Trump?
Well, Trump would tell
Not
you to
a
get
patient.
vaccinated,
No, if he told me to get vaccinated, I still wouldn't do it.
even though he's your Lord and Savior.
No. Maybe a little.
Dude,
Nah,
you,
no,
you,
but
dude,
really
you don't
not.
smile in your photos, bro. Like not even
I'm not
close.
photogenic.
But
But
like
you don't want them to immediately get clingy. The chicks, if you
Let me
smile
see.
at them,
Is this you driving an 18-wheeler?
you do this expression. You go in every photo.
It's the best I can do.
No,
It's
but
just like-
but no, you look nice when you smile. But like, why so many of you completely not smile? Like it's
You need to
it's
revamp
actually a little
this.
sociopathic to see like that many photos consecutively.
Do I look like I totally lack empathy in those pictures?
So this is you at FedEx. What is this?
Yo,
That's
like
my.
I don't even know what to do.
Actually,
with it.
that was my Berkeley student ID picture, and I saw it on my phone one day. I was like, "That's kind of a nice picture." So
Yeah,
I just,
but
like,
what else besides your like this communicates that you are like in an off shift at FedEx, like hiding in a closet?
Yeah, that's pretty much what I do every night. My office is basically a closet.
And this one, like, it's theoretically a good photo, but you look like a predator.
Right, this one exactly. So this is
Really?
theoretically a good photo, but because of what you're choosing to do with your facial musculature,
Yeah.
you look like a predator.
So I just gotta smile harder.
Or at all, you think is this you smiling? I don't understand what you're saying because
Not
you're not
really.
smiling.
So I just need to smile then.
It's as though when somebody says cheese, you in your brain you go, oh, frown.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I guess that's
so-
just me being autistic then.
Yeah.
Are you autistic?
I think I am, but I've never been told that I was. So.
So
I'm,
you just you feel it in your
undiagnosed.
heart.
Yeah, kind of.
Got it.
Yeah.
I guess that would make sense.
I mean, you're something. I don't know what you are, but there's some that you have. I don't got it. dude.
because
I
this
don't-
communicates that you like don't have a lot of friends. No offense. Like this is just what it looks like, and then it looks like you're in a closet in FedEx, which is I don't know why that would be appealing. Kind of. There's a horny look in your eyes in this one. I just can't get over it.
Yeah, I mean, it's him and his
Wait,
boys
which
going
one?
out to fuck.
one?
It just seems like sort of a loner sort of dating profile.
How many women have you slept with?
One.
3.
3.
That's
Okay,
it.
3.
Just 3.
Wow.
Yep.
Cool.
One for
That's
every
it.
decade.
Old fashioned.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. But you're looking for a wife.
Yep.
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 Somebody
Eventually.
to tend to the cattle. Somebody
Mhm.
to
Milk the chickens.
Milk
I'm gonna
the
watch the
chickens.
kids,
watch the kids,
get the eggs from the chickens.
get the eggs from the chickens.
Do you want a farm?
Yeah, like
100%, yes.
what's the end goal?
Very much.
Really?
Yes.
You actually want a
All the
farm?
way. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Tell us
Gotta
about
live off the grid, dude.
tell us about your-
I want to build a bunker in the desert. We need a farm.
tell us about your ideal.
Wait, a farm in the
future.
desert
Oh, it can be done.
with animals
Yeah. You gotta have,
suffering in the desert?
no, you gotta be near.
What do you mean?
Creek.
What are you just gonna have a bunch of fucking scorpions that you milk?
How would that even work? How do you milk a scorpion?
Just get it out their tails. You pinch
You
them.
ain't ever seen Nikita try it.
Wait, so tell us about your ideal future. Say this.
Ideal future:
Say Fly Breezy takes off.
successful entrepreneur, move into manufacturing.
Trump is president.
For another 8 terms.
Yeah. So like my dream is to be an engineer, and then start like building airplanes and sell airplanes. Just be like an aircraft manufacturer.
I
That'd
do
be, like
have
the ultimate dream.
I do have a question about this. Why not use a solar panel instead of this? on
So
the
some
plane?
people do that, but solar panels are pretty big and they're hard to put on the outside of your aircraft.
Okay.
But a lot of people, like if you fly an antique plane like me, there's no electrical system on board.
Dude,
There's, like, no
flying an
battery.
antique plane sounds like the last thing I'd ever
It
do in
sounds like
my
the most
life.
dangerous
It's
thing
fun.
of all time.
Fly an antique plane.
No, trust me, it's fun.
No electrical system on board.
No electrical system.
So if somebody fires, what are they called, an EMP? Then your plane would still keep flying.
Yeah, I'm fine.
And all other planes would just go down. But you,
I mean, most planes are like shielded or have backups for that kind of stuff if there was an EMP. But yeah,
Has that
there's,
ever been
like, there's-
deployed? What is that? Isn't that when they like deploy a nuke above, like in the sky?
Yeah, it fries electronics definitely.
I think there are different ways to achieve it, right? Not just a nuke.
Yeah, you don't need a nuke. You can do it with just like a big magnetic field, but it takes a lot of power.
Could
There's
you
a
do it?
MythBuster special they
Is
did that
that-
on.
Is that why you want a bunker? Are you working on something like that?
No, I'm not working on it yet. I just want a bunker, just like. Well, first of all, they're cool, but
Just a
definitely
bunk.
a shit hits the
Okay,
fan
so
type of thing.
imagine that we open up the tech roast coffers for you and we give you unlimited resources. What would you do?
First thing I'm gonna do is go to school, quit my job, go to school,
What's
learn
school?
how to be an engineer.
Have you ever gone to college?
Yeah, yeah. I got my mechanics license from a 2-year. It was like
He
a
said
2-year
one of the
degree program.
photos on his Tinder profile was a student ID from Berkeley.
No,
So
but he didn't go there.
I took like an extension student course at Berkeley. It was like a one-off
Yeah.
course.
But you really want to be an engineer. It's really cool.
Yeah, I really do. I just gotta find the time to do it and
Mhm.
figure it out.
But
you know?
you're already a mechanical engineer?
Nope, just a mechanic.
I see. So what is the difference like designing versus fixing?
That's pretty much it. Like if you're an aircraft mechanic, it doesn't matter where you're working. You're not designing anything. You're just fixing things.
And you want to design things. You are designing things.
Yeah, I definitely want to design things. Start making them.
Have you shown this to people with mechanical engineering degrees?
Yeah, last week I got to do that with a lot of people.
Did they laugh at you and tell you to go back to making hats?
No, I was surprised. Like not a single person like down talked it. I got like a lot of good feedback. I will say, when I was there, they kind of hosed me as far as the location goes. So they stuck me in this tent, and this tent had poor signage. The two main walkways that go by the tent like diverged around it, and then the closest walkway, it was facing the back side of the tent. So no one really knew what was there.
Wait, what? So
yeah, I got hosed.
you had to go around and then like peek into the tent.
Yeah, it was just bad placement, and then. The tent was in this grass area separated from the main area by this big tree line and a creek with like little alligators in it. And then you had to cross like a bridge. It's Florida.
There was a moat.
Yeah, it was a moat.
Did they put that?
So like it's really hard to get to.
There was an alligator moat.
Did they put you there because they thought that's where you would feel most at home? Were they like trying to be accommodating? They're like just.
Maybe. There were 7 other exhibitors in the tent with me.
How much did you have to pay for the alligator moat tent?
That's the thing. It's free. So I learned the hard way. You get what you pay for. I would have just, if I knew it was going to be like that bad, I would have just paid $1,000 and got
Oh, there's a
booth.
paid spot too.
Yeah, all the exhibitors in the main area that were getting like 100 times more foot traffic than I was, they paid $1,000 for
So they paid
a 10 bed.
$1,000 for 100 times more foot traffic.
Yeah.
That would have obviously paid for itself, right?
Yeah, I think I would have sold all 50 of the models I brought instead of just 15 if I got better foot traffic.
Would you ever live in a city like this?
By choice, probably not unless I needed to for work. But no, if I had like a bunch of money and like disposable income, I wouldn't choose to live here. I'd probably choose to live at like where I got property in Nevada.
And you sometimes just like pour a glass of milk and straight up drink it.
All the time. Grass fed.
Wait, you said you
raw
have
milk.
property in Nevada?
Yeah. It's right across the border, kind of like near Bishop, California, but on the other side of the big mountain ridge over there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What do you got there?
20 acres. There's like a creek on the other side of the road. So
And a
there's, like,
house
water.
there?
No, not yet.
So you bought 20 acres of land.
20 acres of land, had a driveway made. I'm like, yep.
Damn.
Wait, so
This is the place.
is it just a lot, an empty lot with you swinging a hammer? Like,
Pretty much, yeah.
Are you gonna build a house yourself?
Yeah, that's what my neighbors are doing right now.
Damn.
Wow. So you actually already have the blueprints for the land that you want to live on.
Yeah, yeah.
How much was 20 acres of land in Nevada?
77 grand.
Really?
Yeah. It comes with a nice view too. It's like up high.
And what? And
That's interesting, actually.
And whenever you feel scared, which way would you be more likely to describe it? Would you say, "I'm scared," or would you say, "I'm as scared as the long-tailed cat in a house full of rocking chairs"? Which one would you be more likely to use?
If I had like a cup of coffee, and I was like on the ball for that day, then yeah, I'd probably say some like long-winded one-liner.
Sure.
If I was like beat up and tired, yeah, I would just say I'm scared.
But given the coffee, you'd be as scared as the long-tailed cat in a house full of rocking chairs.
Yeah,
Copy that.
something my dad would say.
Cool.
Did he hunt?
He did. Yep.
Did you?
Nope.
That was so specifically correct.
Is it because
Yeah, no, that's what I was saying. When you said that earlier, I was like, man, this guy's on to me.
is it because you love animals too much?
No, I mean I love dogs, but at the end of the day, like if push comes to shove and you gotta like put meat on the table, you gotta do what you gotta do, right?
You can survive off of vegetarian foods.
Well, Nikita's a
You
traditional
can.
forager.
You can, but I feel a carnivore diet is an easier way to get the nutrition you need. I'm not saying it's the only way, but I think it's a lot easier if you're on like a carnivore
Venison's
diet.
good.
Yeah, I love venison. I
My
eat
dad
that like
makes
every week.
venison meatballs.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I cook like a solid brick of venison every week and just like
Really?
chomp away at it at work.
Every week?
Yeah.
So you have deer bodies in your house?
No, I don't hunt them. I just go to Sprouts. You ever heard of Sprouts? The
Oh,
grocery
yeah.
store?
They
Sure.
have venison?
It's so easy. You just got frozen venison. Just reach in there, grab it,
Wow.
check it out.
Just describing how a grocery store works. It's like, it's amazing. The doors, you don't even have to touch them. They open, they close.
It's great. Yeah.
feel like royalty
together.
every time I go here.
So
Yep.
what do you what gets on your nerves the most about the people here?
People that are self-centered and people that celebrate the individual
Instead of
like the family and
the family.
helping others.
Okay, so
kinda
that's
irks
actually
me.
more Chinese than we previously
Yeah,
thought.
yeah, that's
that-
surprising.
You're getting kind of Chinese, dude.
You have traditional Chinese values.
Hey, it is what it is. I just find them as good values.
Family oriented,
Interesting.
less focus
So-
on the individual.
And yet, you don't have a family, and your Tinder profile means you never will.
Well, I'm getting
What are your
solid
thoughts on
input here.
that?
Definitely getting some good, useful input here.
I mean, you should smile a little bit in one of the pictures. Like, it is freaky how stern and
It is.
There had to be at least one
Wait,
picture
Steve,
in there where I was
so
smiling.
this
there
is
is
what-
one.
Had to be
There is a
one.
cow. There's one picture with a cow,
one.
and you're smiling, but it's like the kind of smile where I'm gonna eat that thing. Like it's not like a nice.
I'm gonna harken back to what I brought up at the beginning of this podcast, which is like, do you not have a single person in your social circle who can tell you when you're being crazy? Like, if I had that as my profile, like everybody I know would make me aware of it immediately.
If my friends saw my profile,
They've
I'm
never
sure
seen
they
his
would.
profile.
They've never seen it.
It's
If they
not-
did seen it, they'd probably give me the same feedback.
It's
you
not
guys
the
just
kind
gave
of
me.
thing a man shows to other man.
That does
I'll
sound
be
like
honest,
a
no
belief.
one's really asked to seen it besides you guys.
Because
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, nobody's. No,
But
I-
They
but like
don't- they don't.
your guy friends aren't like, let's fucking like look at each other's like profiles.
His
like,
guy
fun.
Nah,
friends
we never
never,
done
moved like that. The way you just moved.
Yeah.
Would you say he's
His
like?
guy friends are like this.
Yeah. Would your guy friends, if they met me,
yeah. You're
burn
right.
me for being gay? Would they try to light me a flame?
No,
Would they
because
swing a
we're
hammer
like
at him.
we're the type of like libertarian friend group. Like, do what you want to do, but like, don't
Just
try
keep
to
it
make
away
me
from
gay.
us
Yeah,
type-
that
yeah,
kind of
just
thing. But like, yeah,
Do what you want to do.
wanna
Just don't make me watch it.
yeah, yeah. We don't care.
Don't make me watch it. But Jesse, you're not gay.
And I'm not gay.
I mean, that doesn't mean you don't get murdered for being gay.
Right. Exactly. Like I imagine like if I did something like if I don't know, smiled. Do you guys consider smiling gay?
No. Well, smiling a certain way could definitely come off as gay.
Like
Also,
like
like-
that. Wait, let's show him. Let's show him your Instagram stories. Do you have any from the archive? And let's just get his feedback on it. Let's just get his feedback on it.
Because Jesse is not gay, but like not gay.
Screen record.
Not gay in San Francisco might be different than not gay in Dan Brown Town.
Would you liken him to Steve from Blue Collar Clues?
You do look like this.
yeah.
Okay, so here's my Instagram story. Just tell me your thoughts on it.
No. Oh, you have it?
The highlight, right?
Oh, yeah,
Story?
yeah. Just react.
Just react.
Not gay.
Not
Lettuce.
Are you aroused?
Is that a blender?
Just keep watching. Just let it go for a while.
That's a fuck ton of broccoli. Still not gay.
Still not gay. Okay.
Nope.
Let it play out.
Maybe. I'm seeing like a little bit of light in the loafers there with the head tilt.
This one.
What the fuck is the red?
This one's pretty crazy.
What the fuck is in there?
This one's pretty crazy.
What is that? Is
All
that a
right, he's
plant?
getting
Does it
getting
grow?
mad. It's rhubarb. Okay.
This is gay.
Can I see?
Oh, wait. Which one is the full?
Can I see?
It's the suit. It's the suit.
Can I see?
Wait, I want to see the one that was full.
This one's gay.
This one is gay.
Let me see. You do look like you're going to Twinktopia 2024. All right, that probably has to be removed. Let's not include that anywhere.
All right. Well, that was a fun exercise. So, what do you think of me now, having seen that?
Just not a normal human being, man.
Really?
Yeah.
That did it for you?
Nah, like stuff like that doesn't really surprise me. It's just
But
Let's run to the mill.
Wait, did he say another normal human being or not a normal human being?
another.
Oh, I
yeah.
thought you said not a normal human being.
No, it's another normal human being.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
Just you and I, two normal guys,
Yep.
Kissing in the lake.
just kissing in the lake.
Not me.
Oh. Yeah, me neither. Sorry. My bad, dude. Yeah, that was weird. You're being weird.
What are you drinking right now?
Tar.
Is that like one of the mixes you mixed up in that story you showed me?
No, but this is.
Oh.
But we can't promote that.
Oh.
I guess
Yeah.
whatever. So I don't know. We have nothing tech to talk to about this guy.
We
'Cause He's a
do.
blue
He's-
collar farmhand.
He's an,
Farmhand.
he's an outsider. I think
Yeah,
this is
I
a very
think this
interesting
person-
perspective. I think
it's
we should
so
talk about tech
interesting.
stuff. Are you subscribed to anything?
Like, I'm subscribed to Netflix.
And MAGA as a philosophy.
Anything else?
Specifically, MAGA.
I was subscribed to Hulu for a few years, and then I just like canceled it recently.
Okay,
'Cause I just don't
so-
use it enough.
Is it just Netflix right now? Are you an Amazon Prime member?
No.
Do you have Max?
Nope.
What's your favorite recent news story from One American News?
One, isn't that the super conservative news network? It
Come
is.
on, you know what it is.
Oh, dude, no, I haven't seen it in such a long time.
How about Tucker Carlson's latest independent?
I was
work?
just listening to the Joe Rogan and Tucker Carlson podcast last night. They're talking about like UFOs and stuff. That was pretty interesting. Some sketchy shit.
what about the UFOs?
Yeah.
Like what?
They're like uncovering that they're everywhere, and it's like a known thing.
But that's good for
apparently.
you, right?
More
I mean, like
USBs
I could
can be
strap that on a
charged.
UFO.
You
If that's
probably
what
get so
you're
much
getting at.
power from that.
Yeah, you probably would.
Either that or just get fried. Because apparently they're saying they fry your brain if you stand too close to them.
What, the UFOs?
Yeah.
What do you mean they're
Allegedly.
everywhere? Could you elaborate on this?
So Tucker Carlson was on the Joe Rogan podcast, and they were talking about how there's a bunch of reports coming out that like injuries and deaths, injuries and deaths related to UAPs, which is like the new word for the new term for
To make it sound more
UFO.
legit, because UFOs got a weird conspiracy rap.
Do you
Yeah,
think-
basically?
So
Do you think the
UAP sounds
aliens-
more government official?
Yeah.
Do you think the aliens changed it from UFO to UAP? And why did the aliens change it, do you think?
If they did,
Is it to throw us
oh,
off?
man.
They didn't count
It's
on
just to,
Tucker
like,
Carlson's
make it sound more
intelligence.
legit.
What is it?
they did-
Unidentified aerial something?
Yeah, unidentified aerial phenomenon or something.
I think
like
that's
that.
what you should call this.
Yeah, if it was like falling out of the sky and like ripped off your plane, then it could be.
Okay,
I
so
mean,
tell us about
doesn't it? If you're honest.
Yeah,
tell us about the injuries
It's got a
and
weird shape.
deaths.
they said that there's people that are getting their like they're losing memory and other things and deaths. I don't know how they died, but there's like these injury reports that like U.S. servicemen and government workers are being injured or dying from
And you believe it's because of the
UAP.
vaccine?
Dang, you're really on to me, man. No, I've just kidding. I have no idea what it's from. No, I have no idea why they would even do that. Maybe it's like an EMP, like we were talking about earlier. Like maybe these alien crafts can emit an EMP that's so strong it just fucks up your brain or something.
What makes you think there are alien crafts involved? And when you say alien, do you mean Chinese or do you mean extraterrestrial
Extraterrestrial,
or both?
Do you think aliens are going to be clingy?
I mean, with sticky fingers like that, with the long ass fingers they have,
Ugh.
sure.
Okay.
Do you know ET stands for Eddie Trung?
That's so
Really?
stupid.
I mean, I don't think it does. Does it stand for extraterrestrial?
Yes.
So why do you think why do you think it's aliens? Or rather, why does Tucker Carlson think it's aliens, I guess?
I think the evidence is there, but no one really knows.
What's
for
the
sure.
evidence?
The video evidence, like the Tic Tac thing from that guy that was flying that airplane. He's in like a jet.
Video
Tic Tac?
evidence.
Yeah, did you guys see that?
What's a Tic Tac?
There's a fighter jet that had like a radar lock on with a UAP, and then it was like moving at speeds that no man-made craft can do.
But a man-made video could.
Yes.
Have you heard of such a thing as a man-made?
But I believe it wasn't
Fake
an
footage?
AI or man-made video.
Alright. So you were listing your subscriptions. Let me just get back into that. Paramount Plus,
Nope.
Chat GPT Plus,
No. I've used ChatGPT, but I'm not paying for it.
Anthropic AI, Claude, Opus subscription,
Brazzers.
Nope.
Pornhub Premium.
Mm-mm.
RedTube.
Chinese girls live.
Nope. Netflix is the only subscription I have because like my mom uses it and I don't want to cancel it because she uses it still. But that's I got rid of Hulu because I know she doesn't use it, so I was like, I don't need that. I don't watch anything anymore, really. If the
Except-
only app I use for free is YouTube. Besides that, I don't really pay for any other service besides like what, my T-Mobile subscription.
So you don't watch anything, but you watch the skies though.
When I'm flying, I do. Or if I like get bored and I have nothing to do at
No,
night.
I was talking about aliens, but let's you said you use ChatGPT. Tell us your general thoughts on what do you think is happening right now with AI, and where do you think it's going?
There's definitely some utility to it, right? Like I got some help from ChatGPT designing that. Before I took that circuit board class at Berkeley, I was just asking ChatGPT questions about designing circuits. It definitely helped. It actually helped me narrow down my search for a microchip on that board inside
This is
there.
so interesting. Like living on a farm, working with your hands, with nothing but an AI assistant with you.
Dude, it's so cool. You don't even know you're this. Cause you ain't got an ounce of self-awareness, but you're something so cool, dude.
Do you ever just wear a 10-gallon hat?
Do you
No.
ever, whenever you're feeling down on yourself, do you ever remind yourself that God don't make no junk?
Yep. If I'm ever down, I definitely look to God for sure.
Do you love him?
Oh yeah.
Do you?
Yes.
For real?
I love
Prove it.
God.
Wait. I actually can't tell if you're being sarcastic.
No,
I'm you love the guy.
being honest. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And have you always loved him?
No.
Since when? When did you start?
As a little kid, definitely. Well, I went to church as a kid, right?
Uh-huh.
But then, by the time I got to high school, I just forgot all about it.
Yeah.
Didn't have any awareness of.
Did they slip you something?
No, there wasn't a shroom trip that made me think about this or anything. It's just-
What features is ChatGPT missing before it can directly compete in terms of your use cases?
I mean, at the end of the day, ChatGPT is man-made, so it can't come close to anything like God. But
Is there something you could do to, bridge the gap? a
Right,
little?
like-
the
what
only
are
way
you-
you could
what-
do
what-
that is if you trick people into thinking it,
What do you use ChatGPT for?
making circuit boards like that.
So it helps with your design,
Yeah.
engineering.
Yeah.
What do you use God for?
Motivation, stuff like that,
And would you-
guidance, direction.
Would you pay if there was a monthly or yearly subscription? How much would you pay to keep God?
I wouldn't pay a single dollar because he's always there regardless.
So you're not Catholic then?
No, I'm not. I'm actually Episcopal, technically. So I grew up
What is that?
Episcopal. I'm Episcopal, not Catholic.
What does that even mean?
Yeah,
It's
what
just
is
a type of Christian, honestly. I'm so lost when it comes to that stuff. I haven't been to church in decades, so it means as much to you as it does to me.
When's the last time you spoke to God?
Just actually made a prayer before I came on my way here.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it about the podcast?
Yeah, it was.
Really? May you
Could-
not be canceled?
Can you share? Can you share?
I just prayed. I just thanked him for his guidance, and just prayed that I would do the right thing today and follow his guidance. That's literally all I did.
That's
Do you feel like you fulfilled that criteria?
Yeah, I feel like I'm doing it right now.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
I think you're doing great.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
really do.
Dude, again,
Appreciate it.
back to Nikita's thing about it's like Love. It's like an episode of Love, Death, and Robots where there's I think
Yeah.
it was an
Yeah,
episode of Love,
yeah.
Death,
I
and
think
Robots
it has something
where it
similar.
was like a farm and these
Where
guys
they
were
have to
just
fight the
working with their
aliens?
hands.
They're the robots?
Yeah, but they also had access to a supercomputer AI, and he's just fucking talking to this AI, but he's also literally just a farmer with a pitchfork. And
Well, didn't he? That's when he deployed the robot defense system thing.
yeah.
But those people had each other in the episode. I really like the fact that he's like a lonely farmer, but he has
Yeah.
ChatGPT to talk to.
Yeah.
There's something so interesting about that combination of
So
isolated,
interesting, dude.
alone on your farm. And I know it's not you right now. You still have friends and people you hang out with and don't have a farm yet. But obviously, we've seen your Tinder profile. Alone on a farm with an AI assistant.
And
It's also like in,
also God, literally
Wait,
both these things.
wasn't it in Last of Us the gay farmers?
They didn't have AI.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And they lived together.
Yeah.
But they had a defense system. They had high tech technology.
Okay, I see what you mean. But they lived a
Like a
pretty
quiet
simple life.
life.
Yeah, yeah.
Simple life.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
But they had rocket ships
And they were
like that.
gay.
Yeah.
Have you registered an LLC?
Yep. Yeah.
What's it called?
That is Fly Breezy LLC.
How'd you come up with the name?
So the model name is Breezy. That's just me being breezy, wind powered, clever. Fly Breezy is just because the website domain Breezy was taken. So I just went with Fly Breezy, and it said it's not taken. I was like, oh, cool. So it's like the next best thing, and then I just called it Fly Breezy.
That's cool. That's a good name.
How much would you want for 10% of Fly Breezy LLC?
That's a very good question. Honestly, I really don't know what the company's worth because the only value in the company is intellectual property.
Right.
And maybe a little bit of tooling.
Well, it's also your gumption, the elbow grease.
It's also
Yeah.
the fact that God is
God is on
backing
your
this
side.
entire
And
venture.
ChatGPT. That's quite the team.
Yeah, it's just I'm the only one making it. So, well, no, I do have a friend that helps me.
Just give me a number.
Yeah. Imagine you have like 60 seconds to like really ask for a number.
10%,
Yep. And
20 grand.
Ooh, that's pretty low.
200,000 evaluation.
Yeah.
he's a it's not.
honestly,
And what?
Yeah, it's
but
not
so
bad.
far you haven't turned a profit.
No, he sold 10 of these
no.
in his life.
Sold 15 of
15.
them, but no. I mean, the majority of my cost for research and development was actually paying for an engineer to make 2 prototype circuit boards. And they were good, they were functional, but they didn't come out like small enough in the way I wanted them to. So after that, I gave up, and I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna have to do this myself. So then I started going
That's
to
really
ChatGPT, figuring out how to make circuit boards.
Damn, dude, that's fucking.
Signed up for a
That's
class
so
at
cool.
Berkeley on how to make
Wild.
circuit boards.
So I would honestly,
awesome.
I would think that it's a good evaluation if you had a business plan, because this thing is like the way you talk about it, who you are. It is impressive and compelling, but
It is cool,
without a way of selling this,
Mhm.
it's hard to
But
see
this is a
you
good
getting
start.
to that point.
The actual product.
I think you need to either a business plan or a co-founder that knows marketing and is like a more cynical human being that
right.
actually understands.
You need to
sales.
partner with a snake oil salesman.
Yeah.
Like usually we talk to all these bullshitter people, and it's just bullshitters teaming up with other bullshitters.
Yeah.
You're like the real deal.
But you
or
need a
how
bullshitter.
your people would say it, the real McCoy. And you just need a charlatan.
It's probably worth
Par-
more than 200K too.
So it's funny you mention that because my friend that owns 5% of the company is also the accountant. He's from Newtown, by the way. He started his own hedge fund, and the hedge fund has a lot of
That's the
cash.
bullshitter you want.
It has a lot of cash, and he's offered me. He's like, why don't I just give you a bunch of money? I'm like, well, not yet, because I don't know what I'm gonna do with it.
Yeah.
You know, I have to get like a plan together.
Well, you have a good start, and I have one more guess for you. You have a pistol permit.
I do.
All right. Thank you, Steven. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.